And welcome back, everybody, to our second broadcast of the day. Welcome back to TeamLiquid StarLeague number 9 Latino American qualifiers. I'm, of course, your host, Live VIP, and with me, for the first time in a very long time, we have El Padrino of Latin American StarCraft. Welcome, Ducklings.
Hello, everyone. I'm back.
Oh my, man, it's been like a month, over a month, man. It's been so long.
Almost a month and a half. Yes, I was a little busy. You know, I have to. As much as I like casting StarCraft, it doesn't exactly pay the bills.
It's true. It's true.
But here we are, like finally a qualifier for Latin America on a good day for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a long time. A lot of the qualifiers, especially for DreamHack, are like in the middle of the week or something like that. But here we are with TeamLiquid StarLeague, and things are looking good here. It's great to be back with some more Latin American StarCraft. Exclamation mark be in the chat, everyone, if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. And the bracket is definitely an interesting one, to say the least.
It is. We have a lot of the expected names around here. We have, of course, Juanito in the bracket. We have Jam in the bracket. Notably, we don't have Kelazur in the bracket because, guys, I don't know if you have been keeping up with the qualifiers. Kelazur qualified via the European qualifier a few hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I guess I should give a bit of a shout out to Rotterdam. He did raid us, and Rotterdam was casting the European qualifiers. I'm sure he was covering his boy Kelazur, so it was insane to see Kelazur make it through there, and that kind of opens things up a little bit. That means that, you know, there's potentially more chances for some of these other players to shine.
There are. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still gonna be a bloodbath, mate, because there's only one spot for TeamLiquid StarLeague for the Latin American qualifier, and we have how many players? 20-something players fighting for that spot. It's gonna be insane, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely insane. You know, you can see there on the bracket, Special is there. We have Eon, we have Cham, the Zerglord has been popping off as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where everyone is at, because it feels like it's been a while since we've seen them all play against each other. It's been a while since DreamHack Summer, since the regional for Valencia.
Yes, it's been a while. I mean, we have had, you know, Latin American tournaments here and there, but when it comes to the big qualifiers, there is nothing like it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The qualifiers are that much more spicy, As a reminder to everyone, it is going to be a double elimination tournament as well, so everyone has an extra chance, everyone has an extra life to them.
I mean, almost everyone. It's not quite double elimination. It's only round of 16 is double elimination. So people, exclamation mark be in the bracket. The first round, the people who lost in the first round, they're out. They're out. So it's only from the second round onwards is double elimination. So it's extra spice here to the format.
Yeah, that's a little bit brutal.
It is. Welcome to Latin America.
Yeah, welcome to Latino America, papi. So, oh my god, my heart goes out to all those people in the round of 32. I wish them the best of luck. Oh, but we are here already in the round of 16, as everyone can see on the screen right now. We have our first series of the night, and of course we had to cover our boy here, a player who has been popping off recently, mate. WhiteIdra versus Loki.
Yes, mate. Mexico versus Chile on our first match here on the stream. And mate, yes, as you say, WhiteIdra, the new dark horse in the region. He managed to get, what was it, 4th place in the Home Story Cup qualifier.
Yeah. And
now, mate, he's here. He wants his chance. He wants to go to the finals. And his first opponent is gonna be a Chilean player.
Oh yeah, we'll see how well he can do, because spawning in the top right-hand corner of TvZ, we have the Mexican Terran player himself representing Unidos por el Vicio. It is WhiteIdra.
And on the other side of the map, his opponent, the Chilean player for Infernales Esports. It is Loki.
Boy, here we go. So to catch people up a little bit, for the people who weren't, oh my god, for people who weren't watching the Home Story Cup qualifiers, that was really the breakout performance of WhiteIdra. For a long time, I feel like he's been an up-and-coming player. Every now and then he takes maps, maybe some series, but that was like really the first event where he was able to get like a good placement in a tournament.
Yeah, he went insane. I mean, and it wasn't just, one-off builds or things like that. No, mate, the guy really had everything. Really had everything on that qualifier. And now let's see if he can do it once more in this tournament. It's going to be a bit harder. We have, the likes of Special and Champ playing. But we'll see, mate. We'll see. This is... WhiteIdra has nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose and everything to gain here in this qualifier. Meanwhile, he's doing very WhiteIdra things. He has a very peculiar way of playing. He is his own person, his own player, and a part of that is this opener. Typically a Terran player would wall off here on the high ground. He's a little bit greedier and goes for the low ground wall instead. It is a little bit more exposed, but he can do stuff like this. He can, try and kill the first overlord.
Yes, try to kill the first overlord, try to deny some scouting. That quick bunker also helps a lot in case his opponent is 12 pulling or something. And we've seen WhiteIdra survive things that I will personally don't think it is survivable. All because of that quick bunker.
Yeah. Again, it's kind of his own way of playing. It can be like, there are some things that he's lacking because of that. He did skip his Reaper, for example. He's more concerned with killing this Overlord. And to be fair, he will kill the Overlord, which is great value to begin with. But it means that he's going to lack a little bit of scout information. If his opponent was going for like a 2-base all-in with roaches, WhiteIdra wouldn't know. But thankfully, that's not happening.
Yeah, that is the bad thing about this build. You're completely exposed to what your opponent is doing. You're going to have zero scouting. So, I mean, for one thing, you're trading extra defense and trying to disrupt the overlord pattern of your opponent. On the other hand, your opponent can do anything he wants, and knowing that you cannot do anything about it to scout it.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. Thankfully,
would you, if you were a Terra player, would you trade off?
Oh god, no. Man, I'm terrified. Oh god, information can be key a lot of times, and we see here that the Zerg player Loki, he has not really taken advantage of that. It's a pretty standard opener: hatch, gas, pool, third base, on time, on location. Everything is looking pretty standard, and at least WhiteIdra is actually going for a little bit of a scout here. He does send out a Marine just to checking the triangular third location, confirming that there's nothing here.
Yeah, nice scouting here with the Marine. He also managed to kill one of those tumors. That's a nice bonus. And the Marine got out unscathed. Now, interestingly, he only scouted that location and not the other one, which is the more like standard, I will say, for dropping your third base.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't checked the horizontal third. He is on the way now, and he should be able to get eyes on this again just to confirm what exactly is going on. Oh my god, as Loki is working with a lot of queens here. Also working a little bit blind. We didn't get to mention too much about it, but because that first Overlord died, he himself hasn't seen anything that WhiteIdra is doing.
Interesting that he didn't send a second Overlord over to the opponent bases. Usually Zerg player sends 2 at the beginning of the game, so I don't know. I guess Loki was really intimidated by those Marines of WhiteIdra at the beginning. Yeah,
he didn't want to lose a second Overlord needlessly or something like that. And I think it's important that we, look at what WhiteIdra is doing, because he did open up with a bit of a 1-1-1, but behind this, he's, focusing more on Marine production. He's delaying his third CC even more, even going for an armory.
Like, the chat has an interesting question for you.
Go for it.
Does Light do anything outside of StarCraft 2?
I play some Final Fantasy sometimes.
True. That is true. We have evidence of that.
True. It's all on my stream. But yes, we were live an hour and a half ago with our own Team League tournament, and I guess we can talk a little bit more about that later on. But I love what WhiteIdra is doing right now. He was a little bit supply blocked, but with this armory, he can do a lot of things. He's going for a massive Hellbat push. I believe he has a couple of, he has one Widowmine mixed in as well. Very unorthodox timing here, but oh my god, he even has a couple of Marauders mixed in just to help kill the queens.
Yeah, my Marauders, Marines, and mine, the Hellbats are not transforming. The good thing here for Loki is that he has quite a lot of queens to help buffer this.
Oh.
But let's see how good the Widowmine connections are, and the answer is they're really bad.
The Baileys do connect with all of those Hellbats. The Hellbats, with them being gone, there's no buffer left for the Bio army. WhiteIdra is going to turn around. I like this. With the death of all those Hellbats, he doesn't want to overextend. He doesn't want to throw away his army.
Yeah, it was not a bad idea. Unfortunately, Loki had the correct build order, and Queen is a good unit.
And they're pretty, yeah, they can heal each other. You know, they're tanky, they're squishy, they're amazing at what they do.
I know, right? I know. Hashtag SROP.
But you know what? WhiteIdra isn't done yet. He's kind of reinforcing here in the middle of the map. He's going for a little bit of a drop towards the top left-hand side as well, getting his third on location. Thankfully, he's not going for any kind of weird two-base all-in or anything like that.
Yeah, let's see how good this attack is with the double burn attack. The Medivac is coming here to the main base. It's finally being scouted without many overloads. Oh no! Oh, that hurts. He lost the full Medivac full of Marines with it.
Yeah, Loki shuts it down. He had 4 queens in the main base. Nice target fire as well on the Medivac. And just like that, WhiteIdra is forced to turn around and go back home. And Loki is free to drone on up. His third getting fully saturated. 4th base on the way. Crease spread looking pretty good as well. A little bit lacking here on the right-hand side, but that's why the queens are here, to help with all of that map presence.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's see what WhiteIdra does, because so far his attack has not done any economic damage, really. And you know how it is when you're you don't know what it is when you're a Terran player. But for a Terran player, you always need to keep your opponent in check, especially the third player, because once their economy gets going, mate, you don't want to deal with that macro.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want them to get out of control.
Yeah, and especially when this happened, mate. Here we have a nice run of Sterling just here harassing the newly built command center. Locally, there were units here to deal with this, but that is worrisome, because now WhiteIdra is always going to have on his mind that at any moment now Sterling could pop up in any base and destroy everything.
Exactly, he's forced to turn around and go back home. Another very interesting thing that WhiteIdra is doing, by the way, is that he has not stopped Hellion production. I was going to point out that his army is looking relatively strong, but he's lacking a backbone to the army. Whether it's tanks or whether it's Widow Mines, whatever is your preferred style of play as a Terran player. But he just had non-stop Hellions instead. Very unusual, is what I would say.
Yes, I will say that is very unusual. Now I can see more or less what WhiteIdra is thinking. Hellbats are surprisingly good against Banelings. They're kind of tanky. They're good against Zerlings as well. So having extra buffer instead of just Marauders to help mitigate that might help with the Marines. Let's see how it goes out, because the attacks about to happen. Oh no! A Baneling run by just happened in the natural base of WhiteIdra. He lost 14 workers. Now he needs to do damage or you're gonna die or horribly.
Exactly, the Banelings roll on in. The splits were okay, but I don't know if they were good enough. All the Banelings are now gone. It's just Lings and Queens, but that may just be enough anyway to help defend and force his pushback. And as you were saying, this push had to deal damage. The worker count is not looking that amazing here for WhiteIdra. He's down to 30 compared to the 71 of Loki.
Yeah, this is really bad for a Terran player. He's down in supply, he's down in army, he's down in workers, and now Loki is going in with the counter attack and see how much damage he can do. Maybe even close this game out.
Exactly, a couple of Widowmine shots go off, but it's not going to be good enough. GG gets called, and Loki is going to be taking game number 1.
Light, why you must hurt me this way?
Oh my god.
First game of the night, and you start with a Terran loss. Come on.
Look, mate, I mean, I got you a Terran player, okay? At least give me that. Oh god, but yeah, I mean, Loki has been looking pretty good here, and I don't know if there's really much to say. He had some really solid play overall. He saw the pushes coming, and he was able to muster a defense in time. I think the other interesting thing about Loki's play there is that typically players stop at around 8 or 9 queens. He didn't stop queen production. There was a lot of queens there at the end. I don't know if you noticed. It was crazy.
Look, queens are a good unit, okay?
They're pretty good.
They heal, they have range attack, they're pretty tanky, they go for creep. They only cost minerals.
True, mate, true. The queens are so good, and yeah, Loki was able to deflect all of the aggression here, at least in game number 1. But what's exciting is that we're getting ready for game number 2, and we didn't really get to talk much about it, but Darking, I don't know if you've seen too much of the new maps, mate.
Not much, because other than the ESL tournament themselves, I still waiting for them on ladder. What the hell, Blizzard? Come on. Come on, is the intern on holiday or something?
Feels bad, man. We're getting them soon, Copium. Yeah, because of that, there are only select tournaments that have featured these new maps. But of course, these qualifiers for TSL is one of those tournaments, and we are slipping into a very unique, very interesting map.
Yes, man. This is gonna be ESL Stargazer for map number 2, and here we go. Welcome, everyone. Spawning here, the pink Terran player, the manliest of colors. This is Unidos por el Vicio, WhiteIdra.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Stargazers ESL, we have the Chilean Zerg player himself representing Infernales Esports. It is Loki. Hello.
Look, speaking of holidays, these two SCVs, it is their holiday time, okay? They just wanted a little nice vacation away from work, just exploring new lands, meeting new people.
Disgusting. Oh my god, I was gonna get into a conversation about, we have pocket bases returning to the map pool, pseudo pocket bases, because you have minerals they have to mine through, but there's also like a mineral patch wall that can also be abused as well. Short rush distance by air. Nah, mate, we got proxies.
Look. Who needs to study the maps if you're just gonna rush every game, okay?
True. You're not wrong, mate.
Like you only need to know the spot where you put your proxy, and the rest is irrelevant.
You're not wrong. But there's a couple of interesting things that are happening right now. One, Loki's first overlord is going across the map, and because this map is kind of like Blackburn, where the rush distance is so short, by the time the overlord gets here, he's going to see, hold on, something is already amiss. Something is already wrong. And he already sees bunker anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, there is a bunker. Loki says that the drones immediately are being pulled over.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think his bunker is gonna finish. Here comes the Marine, but it's only one Marine.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The first SCV goes down. We have 3 SCVs in total here. Will any of these bunkers finish? So far, the micro's pretty good. The drones have not fallen. Not a single drone has been targeted down, but the bunkers, they're on the way.
Yeah, bunkers on the way. Now there are 3 Marines here. The number is starting to get, a little bit dicey for the drones of Loki.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of drones. Everything is being pulled to defend here. And mate, not a single Marine has died so far. And one bunker has finished.
One bunker has finished. Not just one, but a second bunker is going to finish as well. The Marines, they get on in. And this is too much damage.
Yeah, this is it. This is GG, mate. WhiteIdra with the cheese. Take the second game, and now we are drawn 1-1. That was amazing.
GG, well played. WhiteIdra with the proxy. Raxus is able to tie things up. Even though it looked like Loki had a really good response to begin with, and he was able to kill the first SCV and micro back the drones, things got a little bit out of control real quick, real fast. Ooh, GG.
GG, mate. GG. See? That's all you need.
Yeah, I don't think he was really anticipating that many Marines. Like, ideally, if you get proxy 2 racks, you do want to be pulling the boys. You do want to be hunting down those bunkers. 3 racks, though, there's that many more Marines, and going for that kind of response requires that much more dedication to that micro, and just barely wasn't there.
So close. But then again, good micro by WhiteIdra. It was. He didn't lose a single Marine. I believe he only lost 1 SCV, 2 SCVs. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Ooh. And now we are here already going into the ace match between these two players. We've seen one player exceed in macro, the other in cheese. Now as we get into game number 3, where do we go from here?
I mean, it's only fair for the roles to be reversed, right?
True. Let's go 12 pull, papi. Let's go.
So here we are. Welcome everyone to ESL Tropical Paradise, one of these new maps that are soon you're gonna join the map pool, and spawning here in the bottom left hand corner of the map, the pink Terran player all the way from Mexico. It is WhiteIdra.
And now he's actually he's listening to the stream. Because spawning in the top right hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice ESL, going for the 12 pool, we have the Chilean Zerg player himself representing Infernales Esports. It is Loki. Oh my god.
Now it is a good time to see how the 12 pool fares against the low ground bunker and barracks. So this is the time to put it on test.
Yeah, that's a really good question here, because if WhiteIdra is going to go for his regular builds, we're not going to see a Reaper here. We're going to see a Marine instead, which I think is ideal for Loki, because obviously Marines have a harder time microing against these Lings than a Reaper would. Lings are already on the way, and what is the timing going to be on that bunker? Because obviously WhiteIdra wants to prioritize his CC. Would it even be done in time for these Lings?
I don't think it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done in time. It's gonna be close, but no, I think these Lings are going to be too fast. This map is too small for it. Because look, the bunker has just not started, and the Lings are already halfway across the map.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be pretty close here. The Lings are making their way in the bunker, about to get to the halfway point. The first Marine is out, and there is a.
Oh no, man! No!
Oh no, he goes down to low ground. No!
No! Not like this, Light. What have you done?
Oh my god, here we go. The Lings, they dive on top of the SCV. Immediately, the SCV will go down just barely before the bunker finishes.
Yeah, the SCVs are being pulled out from the main base. The bunker is still not done. WhiteIdra loses one Marine, but he defends. He's gonna lose. Oh my god, I say that, and the other Marine dies as well. Oh no,
man,
this is now a disaster.
This is getting out of control. The bunker will never finish. All the Marines went down. The SCV as well is gonna be going down. Every single boy is being pulled right out to try and keep WhiteIdra alive. And you know what? He may survive here, but he has already lost so many workers.
Yeah, 8 workers killed, 9 workers killed. Finally, it is over. Finally, he's gonna finish that bunker, and the aggression is gonna end. But like, Loki got what he wanted.
Oh yeah, Loki got more than what he wanted, because we can see he is ahead by 6 workers right now. He has the economic advantage. He has the lower base as well. He has his natural, I should say. And on top of that, WhiteIdra, he didn't just lose SCVs, he also lost all of his Marines, or a lot of his Marines as well. So a lot of his momentum, a lot of his staying power in a follow-up push is also gone.
Yeah, this is a disaster for WhiteIdra. Not only is he behind in the economy, his technology is also gonna be behind, and Loki can do anything that he wants right now. And if I were Loki, I would probably drawn up until tomorrow.
Loki can do whatever he wants. If he wants to be stylish, mate, go for a fast layer, 2-base muta, you know that?
Mate, WhiteIdra is so scared he's building a second bunker.
Oh my god, I don't know about this, Papi. I mean, part of me doesn't blame him, but at the same time, it was just a 12 pool. Your gas gets delayed because of it. We don't even have link speed. We barely have any gas to work with, so like something like a Bane bust shouldn't really be coming. But WhiteIdra, he's just thinking about living right now. He just doesn't want to die.
Like a good Terran. He just wanna leave.
Oh god. And we'll see where he goes from here. He has 2 axes. Obviously his gases were delayed as well, so he's trying to catch back up, taking 2 gases immediately to get back into the swing of things. But yeah, like some way to deal some harassing damage, whether it's going for 1-1-1 into Banshees or something. I don't know. I don't really know which is the best way to go here as a Terran player.
You know what I would do if I were in his place? Turtle up and mech. Like, just make it all the way, mate. Just go for a tier base, like turtle up as much as you can. Maybe build some Hellions to try and harass the other side of the map. But just turtle up, try to recover economically, because no matter what you do, you're gonna be behind economically to a set player, okay? So the best offense right now is a good defense.
Yeah, and I do think that getting a third base is feasible here at some point, especially this triangular third. As you can see, we do have a lot of ramps here. You have a lot of high ground to work with. You do have a choke point as well that you can wall off if your SimCity is good enough. There is kind of a wide open area here towards the north, which makes things a little bit difficult, but it is definitely possible to do, possible to accomplish. We'll see if we get there, because WhiteIdra actually throws down a third Rax here in his main, going for his starport as well. Does not look like he wants to try and turtle and mech it up.
Yeah, he's not. He's doing something very similar to what he did in game number 1, but it's gonna be a lot later than in the first game, so he needs to do something different. He needs to spice it up. He cannot just have a bio ball with Hellions and call it a day.
Yeah, exactly, and it looks like he wants to go for that add-on switch. It looks like he does want to harass a little bit here with... Oh no, actually switching back.
Oh no. I mean, Clock Banshees will not have been the worst idea of all, so I don't know. We'll see what he does. Meanwhile, for the moment, we have Bio Steam is on the way. We still have that factory with producing Hellions as well. And on the other side of the map, what do we have with Loki? We have 3 bases already. His lair is on the way. He's up to 60 drones already. Man. Those Zergs, am I right?
Yes, he has a great economic advantage right now. Something that I'm concerned by is that WhiteIdra is doing the exact same thing as he did in that first game. He's going for the armory again. He's going for kind of a combination of Hellions and Widow Mines here as well. Going for a bit of a deeper, like kind of a deeper commitment into these Widow Mines, so it looks like maybe he wants to go for some Widow Mine drops. This could work out well for him, but Loki already has spores. He knows that he is weak to potentially BCs or Banshees or anything like that, so he will have detection.
Lair is about to finish for Loki. Let's see what tech he chooses to go after this. Is it gonna be Spire? Is it gonna be Hydras? Is it just gonna be more Zerlings? Apparently it's just gonna be more Zerlings.
Yeah.
Fine. It works for him in game number 1.
Yeah, I guess it was just for bailing speed. He has plenty of links to work with. He has a lot of gas, so he has the option to tech up if he wants to, taking every single one of his gases, by the way. So again, this is a lot of gas just for Ling Bane. But you know, he may be thinking about just really hyper investing into these Baneling run bys. The other interesting thing is that the Widowmine drop wasn't a drop. He just has the Widowmines here in the middle of the map instead.
Sure, that could work out. I mean, we've seen disasters happen because of the Widow Mines put in random places. So, sure, why not? Why not? But let's see how it goes. Finally, the factory and the barracks are gonna switch places. Let's see what kind of decks WhiteIdra chooses to go with the factory. If he's gonna go for Widow Mine Steel or if he's gonna switch to Siege Tanks.
Yeah, I would love to see Siege Tanks so he could try and turtle on up, as you were saying. Meanwhile, we do have a little bit of a water by sneaking on in, and WhiteIdra, he doesn't notice! Oh!
He noticed, but it's too late. He's gonna lose some. Wow, only 4 workers, mate. That was so close, so close. If only... Oh my god. Baneling Speed was only a couple of seconds away, mate. If Baneling Speed had finished, this would have been a whole nother story.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of an anti-timing there from Loki. Could have been a little bit different. So a nice reaction from WhiteIdra in the end. Ooh, meanwhile, we do see a little bit of another... Oh god, another Baneling run by here at the natural base as well. Widow Mines are being cleaned up in the middle of the map. WhiteIdra just struggling to hold on here, but his main army is looking quite strong. He's going to catch some queens.
Yeah, his main army is coming in. There's steam already, so this nice Widow Mine hits over those Zerlings. He needs to get rid of those Banelings, mate, because otherwise it's gonna be a disaster over his army. There we go. Now Baneling connection is gonna be the key here. If those Baneling connections are good, this push is over.
Yeah, exactly. There are a couple of Hellbats to help soak up all that damage, but there may just be too much Ling Bane. The splits are gonna be okay here. We do see the Marauders move forward to try and soak up that damage.
There we go. Everything is pushing forward. Let's see how good this is. There's a random Thor coming as well. I guess WhiteIdra was really afraid of Vitalis or something, but there we go. And apparently, it's gonna be enough. There's enough infantry left that WhiteIdra can keep pushing.
Wow, the splits were just too damn good. Loki maybe being a little bit too greedy. He needs more Ling Bane. What's important is that he can afford to lose the base right now. He is so far ahead in the economy. He doesn't want to rush things. He needs to try and make as much Ling Bane as possible and survive the next wave.
I think this tier base is definitely gonna go down. That Thor needs to focus a little bit. Here we go. The next wave of banelings are coming. Not particularly good connection. There we go. Finally good connections for part of Loki. Nice baneling, nice Widow Mine connection over there. WhiteIdra finally, he is forced to push back. He did some damage. Unfortunately, the key here is that he did not kill that tier base.
Yeah, he didn't kill that many workers either. Loki maintaining his drone lead, maintains his bases, and you could argue that maybe he was a little bit greedy with it when it comes to his tech, but he's gotten away with it. Lurkers are coming out. Lurker range on the way. He got a hive. He teched up all the way to hive, and he was able to keep his economy as well.
By the way, everyone say hello and Funara. Tavo SC2 in the chat. Tavo, where are you?
Yo.
Why are you not in the bracket?
Tavito, ¿qué pasó, papi? We were missing you in the bracket. Chaos Fate as well, the Terran Hope. We wanted to see you guys. Instead, WhiteIdra is here holding that Terran flag. And you know what? Again, like his trades, his fights weren't too bad, to be honest. He's been able to make up for his deficit. Meanwhile, bit of a Bailey run right here. Ooh, barely makes it in.
Oh my god, the rest of the building, WhiteIdra doesn't notice in the natural base. 7-8 workers killed. That could have been worse, but it was definitely not good, not something that he wanted.
Yeah, exactly. WhiteIdra bleeding out even more workers here. His army, though, is still looking quite high when it comes to the supply. I'm a little bit surprised. I just realized he is not working with any upgrades right now. Oh my god. +1, about to finish up there. That 12-minute +1 timing. Let's go.
Look, this is the new meta, man. The new meta, okay? This is Latin America.
True. The Latin American meta, man. Here we go. The boys are even being pulled. WhiteIdra knows how committed he is. Can he pull it off?
This is it, mate. This is the end, but mate, there are lurkers here and there's nothing here to deal with them. This is gonna be a disaster if WhiteIdra does not attack carefully. All the workers have died. There's Selix and Bellings coming from behind, and this is it, mate. Everything is being cleaned up by WhiteIdra. Loki is gonna be our winner of this series. GG.
GG, well played. I love the tenacity there, the gusto from WhiteIdra, but pulling workers into lurkers is never something that you want to see. The workers just evaporated immediately to the volley of the lurker spines. I averted my eyes a little bit, not gonna lie. But GG, well played to Loki.
GG. And as Tavo said in the chat, Loki sometimes beat me.
Oh. So
Loki is not a half bad guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player in his own right. You know, he's one of the more active players in Infernales Esports. He's been practicing a lot, he's been training a lot, and it's great to see him advance here to the 3rd round. My condolences to WhiteIdra, but thankfully he was in the round of 16, so thankfully he will have another chance in the lower bracket.